Okay, so now we head back to... I did actually check, because obviously I did a screenshot Let's Play of this years ago on Twitter when I got it. And I've actually just done the same thing I did on my screenshot Let's Play, so you won't be getting the opposite achievement for this that you would have got had we been going for achievements. You won't get any. You probably won't get any achievements in this playthrough, other than the supernova one. So I always have to say this because achievement hunters do come to my channel, and I'm not interested, but I understand why you do it. It's just like, that's not for me, and I don't care. It's the best way to put it. Anyway, I've doomed your town by accident. I was meant to doom the others.
Huh? What?
Instead, I doomed Edgewater. Whoops. And yeah, once you flip that switch, that's it. That switch is flipped. I'm a little bit hungry, and a little bit thirsty, and a little bit tired, which is weird because I went to sleep and ate before I saved, and all I've done is load the save. So those meters must go down quick or something. Anyway, we know you need to go and give this dude his thing.
Town's been dark a while now. Could be a mechanical trying to sabotage us.
You mentioned a logic module. I found one in the geothermal plant.
Bang up work, soldier. You're a credit to your uniform. Oh, that reminds me. Gotta look into getting us a uniform. So this is it then. The key to humanity's victory over the mechanical hordes. I would reward you with the gratitude of the Resistance, but I'm guessing you want something tactile. So here's a couple bits for your trouble, and a little something to remember me by.
Spacer's choice now, revere me. Take care, my dude. I did just ruin... I got a shock stick. Shock stick. Stun baton. Is it two-handed? No. Unequip. Equip. Breakdown. That's everything repaired. How is that blade on a stick? Blade on stick. I don't know, man. Anyway. Are they going to shoot us on sight, do you think? Because I have doomed the entire town. Which is what I did the first time. I have checked. I did a screenshot Let's Play of this. On Twitter. Back when it was good, before it got ruined by Elon Musk having a hissy fit. Because he tried to get in with the woke crowd, and they universally rejected him because blood diamonds ain't cool, son. So, is everyone going to shoot me on sight, do you think? Because we will get a checkpoint for entering the town, and then we could just turn around and step right back out the door and never go back there. All the power is off here. So, before we do any of that, we'll turn in our bounty. Oh dear. No matter what, we have to go over here and get shouted at.
Maybe Adelaide was right to leave.
Desertion is a criminal offense, punishable by hard labor. Oh, it's you. Reed told me I should be expecting you. He's inside.
I'm here to turn in a bounty.
We pay by the finger. What do you have for me?
Here's Guillaume Antrims.
Gil Antrim. Real name, Guillaume.
Guillaume.
Duly processed by a freelancer on behalf of Spacer's Choice.
I had a hamster called Guillaume.
Remember him? He was just a kid last I saw him. Shame. Still one outstanding bounty. If you've got a finger, I've got the paperwork.
Here's the finger.
Mabel Burgess. Age 37? Right or left-handed? Let's just say no longer applicable.
God, it's hot today.
I remember Doc Burgess. Conducted my physical every fiscal quarter. Guess she couldn't keep her hands off her patient's medicine. Well, that's all 3. I must remember to requisition some more fingerprint ink. Here's all the compensation you've earned, plus a bonus.
What's this, Junior Deputy Constable?
You've done such a bang-up job hunting down our former workers that I thought it only proper to deputize you. Congratulations.
I got a badge for it as well. How did so many of your people end up marauders?
Let me stop you there. It is official Spacer's Choice policy that all marauders, regardless of prior affiliation to the Spacer's Choice brand, no longer qualify as our people.
That doesn't really answer my question.
Marauders are folk who lost the will to keep working, wandered out into the wilds and gave into their baser instincts. Not everyone's cut out to work in Edgewater. Some turn deserter, some turn marauder. None of them get my sympathy.
Yeah, I heard one of your workers shot himself. Eugene, I think.
Uh-huh. I recall young Eugene. Good kid. Nice smile. Fussy about his health, though. Took a little too much adrenatime. That'll do a number on your brain matter. Says so right on the warning label. Violent psychosis is a well-documented and legally accounted for side effect of adrenatime.
There's something else I wanted to ask you.
What's on your mind?
Goodbye. So, we've kind of... Yeah. I mean...
You picked a fine time to visit, stranger.
Yeah, I've turned off everything. We might have to kill our way out.
You want to know what gets my bile churning?
I don't know, Reed. What?
Edgewater has suffered a cavalcade of disasters. Plague, marauders, desertion. Then you wandered in town. And I was so damn sure our luck was starting to turn. I never knew how right I was. Just answer one question for me. Why'd you do it?
It's not personal. I just need your power regulator, dude.
That power regulator is company property. Whatever you were hoping to find down here, I advise you to turn around and leave. I have got guards posted with orders to fire on you.
Intimidate, 30. Call off your guards. I don't want them bleeding all over my power regulator.
All right, easy now. Let's not do anything we'll regret. I'll order my guards to stand down. Take what you came for and then leave us be.
Apparently, I did this before.
Stand down, all of you. We're done here. You and I.
So I should have actually chose the opposite option if I wanted to get different achievements, but that's not what we've done. Anyway. Nice little power regulator. So my ship is now fixed.
You're some sort of freelancer?
Something like that, yeah. Anyone watching me? No. Come on, Pavati, I've doomed your hometown. Yeah, everything's sealed now. Whoops. So. Yeah. Return to your ship.
I put my whole life in that cannery.
You must be very proud.
And now you're doomed. Whoops. Oh well. Oh, I thought I was going to steal some booze then. Anyway, that's that, I guess. Unless they all start attacking me on the way out. I've killed the town. I wasn't supposed to kill the town, but you know I didn't make notes. The only goal of this was to beat it on Supernova. So the vicar should show up at my ship now, right? I went out the wrong door. Christ. The fabulous Fraser Bros of Hammersmith Thunder. I didn't want to go out the wrong door. I just, you know, I went out the wrong door. At least we've grabbed a checkpoint. And, yeah. We got a power regulator, so I can fix my toaster, my ship. I don't know why it's telling me to go out that way. I go out, yeah, this one. Should be an exit over here.
Edgewater's experiencing what we in the profession like to call a quandary.
How am I supposed to file a report with the power dead?
Yeah, a lot of stuff's locked now because it was held open by
Power's gone. Law knows how long. Looking to get drunk?
just feel like chatting.
Go ahead.
Never mind. I thought we had already had our conversations. Apparently we haven't. This is the right exit, isn't it? Yeah, this is the right exit.
Open the door. Why are all the lights off?
The power's out in the whole town. Pipe down.
Best of luck. I got what I needed. Enjoy. So I think Spacer's Choice hate me now. So this might get problematic because the fact when you get into factions and they start shooting on sight, etc., it's a bit like I don't like Fallout New Vegas. You know, a lot of people like it. Other than it added iron sight aiming to Fallout, which was fantastic news for me. Yeah, we just got to go back to the unreliable. I killed a town.
Beats working at the cannery.
But there is no cannery anymore. Everyone's dead, Dave. I'm a little bit tired, a little bit hungry, and a little bit thirsty. I think I'm going to save it and then sleep when I get to my ship. Oh, we're a bit high up, aren't we? Oof. Ow. Meant to do that. It's a feature. Are they going to hold me up, do you think? I don't suppose there's much they can do. Regardless of, you know, anything. We killed the town. The town's dead. I'm a bit annoyed to realise that's what I did the first time I played this, because I was trying to make opposite decisions, but here we go.
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling.
You've been on this ship, Pavati.
When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. Edgewater won't last another season without power, but that don't change the fact that I'm indentured to Spacer's Choice. Company expects me back at my post.
Those deserters left Edgewater behind. Nothing keeping you from doing the same.
I have imagined it, but until you came along, I never thought I had the choice. I want to ask you something,
Bit hot in
and
here.
you can say no. But can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves from my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too.
You sure Reed won't mind you leaving with me?
I know. Mr. Thompson said I was to chaperone you about the Veil. Romeo to you like I was Spacer's Choice property. Well, they may think I am, but I'm not. Yeah, Mr. Thompson's got a temper. But I'm more scared of missing out than I am of him. I don't want to lose my one chance at seeing the stars.
You just met me. Why would you want to go into space with a stranger?
Yeah, I've been thinking about that. I had my misgivings about Miss McDevitt and the deserters, but you took pity on them. and sent power to their garden even though you knew Mr. Thompson would hate you for it. All this time, you've been determined to get your regulator back, get your ship up and running, and cut a path out of this place. And well, I won it.
You really want out of Edgewater that badly?
Not much of an Edgewater left to go back to.
Yeah, I did kind of kill it, didn't I?
My whole life's been small. I realized that when you walked into town. I've been seeing the same faces every day, the same sky, the same stars. Then I saw this ship. This gorgeous, stately lady with her eyes turned skyward, and I made up my mind to come along with you.
Well, we can kick her off here, but I'd be glad to have you along. Pick a cabin, it's yours.
Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister. Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I got a captain.
Cool. Ah, the Vicar's shown up.
I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable. I'll just head upstairs and claim a room. By verity, by strength. What are we contemplating today?
I'd like to know something about those I'm flying with. What's your story?
Nothing too out of the ordinary. Just your run-of-the-mill vicar with a violently enthusiastic disposition.
Violently enthusiastic disposition?
That's what my parents called it. I grew up in a pit of a town, much like Edgewater. I was destined to be a laborer like my parents, but I was infected early with a need to solve the equation. My passion didn't sit well with them.
Why were you so passionate about it?
My parents, ironically. They internalized the precepts of scientism like no one I've ever known. They had a pure faith, a faith that brought joy to them regardless of the situation. I envied that. I wanted that peace. I thought if I became a vicar, I could find it. Or at the very least, find out why I lacked it.
But weren't they proud when you became a vicar, at least?
They thought I was fighting the plan, should have accepted my lot. Some people pursue the clergy for power, prestige, but that was not me.
If you can't help but follow the plan, then everything you do is a part of the plan, right?
The plan is not one rigid path. There are a variety of multitudes contained within it. Our paths have variance, but we'll end up adhering to it, whether we like it or not. Some choices make the path smoother, some rougher. You can even go outside the lines, but the further outside you go, it's like an unbreakable elastic band. It will only stretch so far before it snaps back. The further it is stretched, the more violent the eventual correction.
Seems quite trusting of you to just sign on without knowing anything about me.
I have run headlong into too many walls in my pursuit of the truth. This book is my last hope, and you were my only hope of getting it translated.
Again, I think our character's name is the unplanned variable. Like, we're the loose cog. What if the book doesn't have the answers you're looking for?
I honestly don't know what I'd do. This quest has consumed me for the better part of my life. I fear there's nothing else left to me. What about you? What's your story?
I was a colonist on the Hope. A scientist named Wells saved me.
And how did he do that?
He stole my body from the Hope at the edge of the colony and thawed me out.
Well, you do seem different than every other colonist. Let's pretend for the moment I believe you. What are you going to do now?
I'm helping him recover more of the chemicals he needs to save the rest of the colonists.
That seems a dangerous proposition. Why risk your life now that it's been returned to you?
Just because it's the right thing to do.
A commendable attitude.
So, tell me again about the book we picked up in French.
Baconu, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony.
Any ideas where we could find someone who speaks French in this colony?
I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous philosopher scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago. He's an expert on Baconu. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him.
Seriously, only one guy in the whole colony that can translate French?
The only one I'm aware of. I suppose we could always just ask random passers-by if they are fluent in it.
Your sarcasm is duly noted and will be reflected on your review.
1,000 pardons, my good captain. I thought we were engaging in witty repartee. Now, as far as tracking down this scholar, we should start on the Groundbreaker. It's where I'd go if I wanted to get off Terra 2. Great place to pick up a ride to Hephaestus, Scylla, even Monarch. All I need is access to a data cartridge from the security terminal. Their easily hackable system keeps a registry of all crew manifests for both arrivals and departures.
How is it that a simple vicar happens to be such a highly skilled hacker?
Before I transferred to Edgewater, I had a wealth of time to develop certain, secular skills during my years serving a particular penitentiary flock. I meditated, led sermons, provided guidance to the inmates as needed, of course. I also played prison yard tossball and taught myself a bit about computronic security systems.
How will a crew manifest help us track down your scholar friend?
I'll comb the last 6 months of departure manifest to track the Philosophist's off-world destination.
Ah, so he's not saying he's a friend. Sounds good, let's go.
Thank you, Captain.
Where are we headed?
We'll talk later. I booped the beep. We have power on our ship that we stole because we landed on the captain. Ah, banter. Hey, banter. Now that this is on, can we go... There is another squad mate who's in here, but I don't remember how to get him. Vicar Max is caught on the... These should all be their cabin rooms. The other squad mate should be in there. It's a cleaning robot, I think. But I don't know if we have to take off first or how this works. Let's talk to Ada.
Captain, I have detected that the town of Edgewater is now without power. I appreciate you doing your part to hasten their demise. What can I do for you, Captain?
I've installed the power regulator.
All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Let's get out of here. Yeah, you can't actually fly in this game, unfortunately. But all the games that seem to let you do the flying, they tend to be shit and big, empty, open world busy work simulators. Star Citizen. Against all odds, the unreliable takes flight. We landed on the we got unfroze, we landed on the captain. We killed a town. Whoops. I wasn't even meant to kill the town. I was supposed to kill the deserters if I was going for achievements, but apparently we're not going for achievements. That was the only achievement I had in mind, because I'm supposed to be doing opposite decisions, and I've just ended up defaulting into same decisions.
We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Okay, I've been wanting to hear from him.
Aha, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
I've been feeling a little lightheaded. Also, I can slow down time.
Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
Problematic there. I do believe that's the big, hard difficulty. So we can only go where we've got a nav key, and the nav key we need, we either have to steal or we have to earn money to buy. But it's horrendously difficult. Why do I need a nav key to land on a planet?
Strictly speaking, Monarch is a moon, terraformed badly, and almost completely lawless. You'll love it. Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, navigation. Think of a nav key as a set of flight instructions. The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must rely on unconventional means of acquisition. Hence, Miss Gladys Kelly.
I believe it costs an absolute fortune. What's stopping me from just leaving Halcyon altogether?
Without a skip drive, good luck. You'll be dead before you make it to the nearest star. Look, I admire your optimism, but the sad truth is you're stuck here. You, me, and the rest of this colony. We're all skating precariously around the edge of oblivion together. None of us are leaving Halcyon alive, so we may as well make it a better place, and we can start by reviving the Hope.
About this Gladys person, how do I know I can trust her?
Gladys and I have been doing business for years. Her smuggling credentials are unimpeachable. If anyone can get you a key to Monarch, it's her.
I don't like the idea of working with a criminal.
Criminals? Goodness, no. Smuggling is a perfectly legitimate business venture. If misappropriating board property is a crime, well then, throw me in Tartarus. Plenty of ways to make money in Halcyon, you know. Not all are above board. Oh, above board, above the Halcyon board. Get it?
Hilarious.
Ah, well, sophisticated humor, puns. Appreciation of puns is a sign of advanced intellect, you know.
Can't I land somewhere outside Stellar Bay?
In theory, I suppose you could land your ship in Cascadia, and in theory, I suppose you might survive the experience. Cascadia is utterly seething with dangerous, highly aggressive creatures.
This is an option?
Capable of tearing you limb
It's not a
from
fun
limb.
option. Don't do it.
You'd have to be a lunatic to land in Cascadia, and I'm reasonably certain I tested your brain for incipient signs of insanity. Trust me, talk to Gladys Kelly.
Fine, I'll go have a word with Gladys.
Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology years ahead of its time. I call it the holographic shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
You want to explain what a holographic shroud is?
Marvelous device. I'm quite proud of myself. The shroud changes the user's appearance to mimic that of another. It has limits. First-generation technology, you see, but promising. Exciting to see it in use at last. Very simply, the holographic shroud uses biometric information contained on standard identity cartridges to generate a holographic projection around you.
You mentioned this thing has limitations?
Only stands up to a casual scrutiny. Use it too long, bound to flicker, blur, something like that. Movement makes it more likely. Best used in moderation. When you see guards in your path you can't sneak past, for example. Maintain your distance. Act normal. No running, no jumping. Don't draw their attention. If they pay attention, they're more likely to notice flaws in the hologram.
Why do I need a gadget for this? Couldn't I just steal a uniform or something?
A change of clothes. What is this? Some old spy serial? What inattentive and brainless guard would be fooled by such a shabby disguise? The holographic shroud masks not only your clothes, but your face and fingerprints. It modulates your voice and sweetens your breath.
How the hell does a hologram sweeten your breath?
Science, that's how.
Okay, well, I'll put it to good use, thanks.
Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Got it. So, we're in space now, but we can't fly around. All you do is you go up to this and you boop it. A little bit thirsty, a little bit hungry. Let's eat some chore. Oh, that was nicotine. Okay. Let's drink some water. Let's eat some water tablets and eat a bunch of nanas. We could do with a nap. That's the docking bay. I'm addicted to food. You can't stop yourself from eating. Even food that's bland or horribly flavoured. Not eating often will cause withdrawals. I don't want that. It's letting me reject it, though. I'm pretty happy it's letting me reject it. I didn't think you could reject them. We've got the cabin. This is the captain's cabin. A sentry saber. Nice. We've got our own bed now. Here's where we put our shit. So, I'm going to try and dump some food in here. I'll probably forget about it later. But for the time being, I think it's important to just have some food in here. Remind me to do this. But here is our